There's nothing quite like a Gen 1 Raptor. Every time I get in this thing, I swear I tell myself that I could sell my Gen 2 and be perfectly happy driving this day in, day out. Yeah, the Gen 2 is more updated, sportier, blah, blah, but there's just something elegant about driving this 6.2 liter V8 beast around. It's raw, it's mechanical, and it just feels right. If you followed my channel for a little while, you would know that I've been modernizing this Gen 1. I've swapped the headlights, the taillights, marker lights. I've updated some of the interior tech, the steering wheel, and a few things here and there. But these next things are gonna be just purely visual, but I think it's gonna really help update the appearance of this. Let's just get a feel for what we're doing today. We have emblems, decals, and emblems. And just so you guys know, I'm not gonna use all of these. I clearly bought way too many emblems because I don't know which ones I'm gonna end up using. But if you stay to the end of the video, I'm gonna be giving away some of these emblems and I'll let you guys know what you need to comment and that'll get you entered. But then we also need to remove something, and that's gonna be this guy right here, which I'm not looking for. Actually, I just, full disclosure, I actually started to kind of peel because I wanted to know what kind of demon I'm dealing with. This first item that we're doing to the Etsy puzzle, now you have like multiple options for what you want to do, and that's this black cover. It's just 3M adhesives on, so we're gonna clean it with some isopropyl alcohol. I had a 12th gen F-150, I plasti dipped it. It held up decently, but over time the plasti dip looked a little not good, I will have to say. You can also professionally paint this emblem as well. You can buy, like, I think one of the Ranger emblems fit this, so you could buy that emblem, paint strip it, paint it, or you can buy some that are already professionally painted. I think they're over $100. But to be honest, I'd seen some dudes running this on the interwebs. This just made sense. I don't even remember what I paid for this. I'll link it below. But the decal overlay that's gonna go over it, and it came with both. So it comes with a front one and a rear one because it's designed for the 12th gen F-150. So it goes on the front grille. Obviously, we don't have a Ford emblem on the front grille, so we won't be using both of them. I think they're a little different size too. It even came with a little steering wheel one that we're gonna put on, which I didn't really care about that. It was more of just this guy. I'll be honest, I didn't really read the directions for this because I never do with decals because I just feel like I'm pretty good at it. I think sometimes they'll tell you to spray a solution and then you can adjust it yourself, but I just find this way to be pretty good. So basically you'll see that I just peeled off part of the backer and then I just get some of it lined up. And then if I feel like it needs to come up or down, I'll just kind of peel it off and I'll just slowly on this end just kind of position it up. So I think right now we are very, very close. Phase 1, blacked out tailgate emblem, check. The next phase in our Etsy journey are gonna be these decals. Now, the reason why we're doing these next is because I'm gonna need a little drying time because I may have said that I'm good and I don't need any solution, blah, 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 blah. But I do, because this, we wanna make sure we do align the new decal really, really well. And to tell you guys the truth, I don't know if this decal is available quite yet. So this is the one from Rocky Mountain. He has this exact graphic, same font, everything. There's the Ford licensing, but it's gonna be all matte black. This is a new one that he's been working on. I don't know what the availability is like, but see how it's kind of got the two-tone, and I think it's a matte and a gloss black finish to match the actual OEM decal. So this one over here, this one's just complete matte black. So right now he does offer the OEM style Ford font, everything like that, in a whole matte black decal, which I think that's fine. The whole matte black, I don't care about. It's just more or less this font, and then they changed some of this, the paint's exposed. I just want the OEM font. I think it looks better. So I'll get in touch with him, see if this is something that he's gonna legitimately be putting up anytime soon, and keep you guys posted. I will say it looks pretty clean without the decals. I'm not sold decal-less, but of course I'm gonna have to go in and hit this with the 3M adhesive remover, so it's gonna take a little elbow grease to just kind of get all of this stuff off, and then we're good to put the new one on. I'm just gonna spray a metric ton all over this, because at the end of the day, if it takes longer to dry, I don't even care. So we'll let this dry, then we'll peel it, and then we're gonna work this more and get more of the liquid out of it. Now we just need to do the passenger side. Same thing, we got this thing lined up. I actually got this side aligned a little quicker than the other side. I don't know if it's because I figured it out quicker. Let's head on over to the front of the truck. These are actually some emblems that I make. I do have them on Etsy. Well, this one was on Etsy. It actually got removed. We just created the SVT one. So now we have the SVT one to go along with the Raptor one. And these literally just snap onto your grill. These were already made. Somebody was already making SVT ones. They don't make them the same as this. Mine's like a two-piece design. So I made it to match the Raptor one because people were requesting I make one that matches the Raptor one. So the SVT one, you could either go here, but we're gonna go on that side with it. This side, I don't know what it is, but I generally like to run the Raptor on this side. And these literally snap in pretty good. There we go. SVT Raptor. We might as well go ahead and see what our future looks like with this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna hate my face or if this is just gonna go really freaking smooth. We still gotta do those emblems over there, but since we're on a decal kick, I've just removed a bunch of decals. We're waiting for those to dry. The battery died on me while I was doing this. What I figured out is I'm probably about 45 minutes deep into this and I've got most of it off. And so basically what's happening is the less heat you have on this, the more likely it's going to do this stuff. So what I'm doing here is I actually have kind of a piece left over. The minute you start to see it, like when you peel it, see how it like starts leaving that? So the minute it starts doing that stop before you actually peel that off, heat this sucker up even more. So you're gonna see like right here, I stopped because now I'm gonna take the heat gun and I'm gonna go back through and I'm just gonna heat the crap out of this. So it's like, see how it's shrinking? We want this decal to get super hot and that's what's gonna keep this thing together. So this area right here, I was able to knock out pretty damn fast because I started to figure this out. So it's kind of a learning curve, but pretty much the less heat that you have and this decal is kind of more in its dry state, I guess. It just ain't gonna peel right. But you can see how now it's peeling up in one piece. But I need to heat it more. See how it's kind of like right there peeling separately? So I know I need to get even more heat. That actually wasn't as bad as what I thought it was gonna be. I think I'm sitting right around an hour and 15, hour and 20 said and done. But the reason we removed it was because there is the OEM replica decal on Etsy. So I'm trying to decide if I want to end up going with that. We're gonna run without it for a little bit, but if I think to match the rear graphics, I might end up getting it. For right now though, just glad we got that out of the way. The other decal that I put on here, and I put this on a little while ago, can be had from Etsy as well. That's gonna be this one on the front grille. So this is a matte black decal, and the outline is silver gray is what I went with just because that matches this pretty dang close. And this one's made by Rocky Mountain Graphics as well. I just think this helped out because my grill kind of has like those stain marks just from I don't even know. So this just kind of helped offset that. And I just think that this looks super clean because it matches with the matte, just kind of darkens the grill up since now I have black lights instead of the factory gray ones. I think it just all comes together. Now we just need to knock out these emblems. So here's the plan of attack with these. I bought a lot of emblems and the reason why is because of the finish on them. So I bought this one and this one from Etsy. This one, I can't remember where I got it from. I purchased this separate. So here's what happened. I bought all the emblems and I want them to be all a matte finish. Well, some of them aren't. So this one turned out to be all gloss. So I didn't want that. This one's red with a matte finish. I like this. This is matte with red, matte with red. Pretty much everything's matte with red. But here's the problem. I don't think I want to do any of the red stuff. I think I want to just do all black. So that's what I'm thinking. Those are over there. That F-150 is over there. The 6.2 liters there. So I'm going to do the black F-150 on the tailgate, the 6.2 liter logos, and then this Raptor logo. Here's the kicker. I'm not going to run just matte finish emblems with the gloss. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some matte clear on this guy, and it should make it very similar to this. We're gonna run all matte. For the giveaway, what I'm gonna do is all of the matte finish ones, so these, I'm gonna give these to someone with a first gen Raptor, so just make sure to comment what year Raptor you have down below, and obviously you're gonna have to be subscribed. You will win this. And I'll just put everybody in like a random generator picker, so I'm just not doing it. That way it's kind of a fair game. And actually the second runner up, I will throw your name in. Second place is gonna get the all gloss version. So there's 2 giveaways potentially. Just drop the year down below. And first place is gonna win the matte set, and second place is gonna win just the solo gloss. 3 coats of the matte clear. Came out pretty good actually. Looks pretty close, not 100%. Next thing, 15-pound fluorocarbon is generally what I use for jigs, chatterbaits, yeah, those 2 things, or Texas rigs, weighted. If you fish, you know. What we're gonna do to keep this orientation is we're gonna use a little masking tape, and that's just so we can line this sucker back up exactly in the same spot. I can tell you that one coming off was kind of a pain. at least getting all the adhesive off. And this, she is stuck. That thing ain't going nowhere. So that one's good. We need to do these F-150 and the Raptor ones, and they're the same size. They're the same exact size, so it's not like they're gonna mismatch. The F-150 one is the exact same size. The Raptor one is the same size. The cool part about this one is we don't have to worry about alignment because it literally has the holes that we just push into. F-150 one's good, center one's good. Got to swap that. And then we've yet to do the 6.2 liter on the side, and we should be good. Okay, number one, it is cold, it is windy here in Iowa. I'm not getting outside, and I'm not flying the drone. But let's just recap the stuff we did to the Gen 1. For one, that cover for the Ford emblem on the tailgate, that was like a 15-minute install. I just think that that really cleaned up the truck, and I didn't have to take the time to like mask anything off, paint, anything. Didn't have to remove the emblem. The bedside decal, I have been really needing to swap that out because just that non-OEM Ford font has been kind of bugging me. And removing that hood decal, hopefully this helps you guys out because I know a lot of you are like me, you didn't want to remove it because of just, you knew it was gonna be a pain in the you know what. Maybe try and just do what I said, heat it up really, really good, and you won't even have to worry about that. You can get it a lot quicker by just making sure that whole decal is heated. And the decal on the grill, that Ford decal, a lot of people do that to the Gen 1, Gen 2, the Gen 3s. I just think it's something subtle that Rocky Mountain has done that just adds a little extra look to it. As long as you pick the right color for your truck, I think it looks really, really clean. And those emblems that I make that go on your grill, they just clip in, those are something that I just think's like something subtle that's kind of like a little cool factor. I just wanted them because I had the idea of doing the Raptor one and I just thought it was kind of a cool idea, and I figured, you know what, I would just offer it to everybody. And then now we have the SVT one, so it matches, just because like I said, there's been people wanting me to make that one for a little while. So, and all of the blacked out emblems that I did, the matte black ones on the doors, the tailgate, I really like those. I like the blacked out emblem look, and I honestly didn't really want to paint them myself. And like I said, for that giveaway, there's gonna be two. So whoever gets first place is gonna win the matte black with the red, and then second place is gonna win the individual Raptor one. That's an all gloss. I figured since the other giveaway I just did was for the Gen 2 Raptor, I might as well do something for the Gen 1 guys. And maybe next time we'll do something for the Gen 3. Maybe I'll give away some of the emblems that I make in the future for the Gen 3 guys. But that's all we got for today. Just a few more updates for the Gen 1 just to make it even better. At this point, I'm just trying to revitalize this whole truck. There's still some more things that we need to do. We still need to do one more modernization video to it, and we also need to do some mechanical updates to it. Actually, right now I have some brakes in the rear. They are kind of grinding when I come to a stop. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, we still got plenty more stuff with the Gen 1, plenty more stuff with the Gen 2. Wrigley, what are you thinking? Are you bored out of your mind again? Wrigley hates it when I grab his paw and act like I'm gonna close out the video with the camera. Wrigley, close out the video. Close out the video. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Peace.